Donald Trump spent the day embroiled in a controversy of his own making. This was the GOP nominee yesterday.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing.
Those emails aren't exactly missing. They were deleted from the private email server Hillary Clinton used while Secretary of State. Trump's call for Russian interference comes after a second email scandal. Hackers penetrated the servers of the DNC, leading to the release of 19,000 emails. U.S. officials suspect Russia is behind it. Trump later said his comments were a joke.
Of course I'm being sarcastic, and they don't even know, frankly, if it's Russia. They have no idea if it's Russia, if it's China, if it's somebody else. Who knows who it is?
Rudy Giuliani is a top Trump surrogate and former presidential candidate.
Well, Donald Trump made a mistake, and he corrected it. Now, if he refused to correct it, that'd be a different thing.
And that's part of his evolution as a nominee.
Part of his evolution as a nominee is part of the process of being so transparent and so open.
Trump's comments drew a harsh rebuke at last night's Democratic convention. Former CIA Director Leon Panetta accused Trump of inciting foreign espionage.
As someone who was responsible for protecting our nation from cyber attacks, it is inconceivable to me that any presidential candidate would be that irresponsible.
Meanwhile, Trump tried to suppress viewership tonight when Hillary Clinton speaks. In a fundraising email, he warned supporters would be lied to, belittled, and attacked for their beliefs. Trump may have noticed that TV ratings for the Democrats are beating his GOP convention, defying his prediction last Friday.
Nobody's going to watch this next convention.
Trump said today this convention describes an America that does not exist, one of full employment, border security, and success against ISIS. For context, Scott, Trump also said Putin is a better leader than President Obama.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. I think you will probably be rewarded mightily by our press. Let's see if that happens.
Clinton's camp told Politico that Trump is encouraging Russia to commit espionage, calling it a national security issue. Donald Trump later tweeted, as you might imagine, if Russia or any other country or person has Hillary Clinton's 33,000 illegally deleted emails, perhaps they should share them with the FBI, unquote. Carl Cameron's in Toledo this afternoon, where Trump is set to hold that rally at, well, there's another one tonight. He's going to be in Toledo. This was a lot even for Donald Trump.
Right, and it's a pretty fair bet to the extent that anything is likely in the Trump campaign to hold over. He will talk about it in his Scranton town hall coming up in just a few minutes. And you're right, he usually runs late. And he'll talk about it tonight in Toledo. This has been quite an astonishing day. You played what he actually said. You played how he tried to sort of dial it down a little bit by saying provide it to the FBI. The campaign is utterly denying that he implied what people have inferred, notwithstanding what he actually said. And it's entirely likely that Trump's supporters, as they have been for the last year of his campaign, will likely shrug it all off and blame the media for making mountains out of molehills, for not understanding what he was trying to say, that his politically incorrect dialogue is often misunderstood or misconstrued, and that his intentions are good and this is all a bunch of nothing. In the past, presidential candidates who would make these types of remarks would have faced an absolute feeding frenzy. And this is the kind of thing that raises questions about temperament and capacity to lead and to understand the depth of the problems. And it's worth noting that as soon as Hillary Clinton accepts the nomination for the Democratic nomination, both of these candidates are going to start getting classified security briefings. So they will have at their fingertips and sometimes on the tip of their tongues things that the public isn't supposed to know about, not just us but our enemies, Shep.